The WrestleMania Night 1 tag match is getting all the talk. Gee, what a shock. But this really shouldn't be surprising, because in the world of Dwayne Johnson, everyone plays second fiddle to The Rock.
And here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I hope that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. All right, so a lot has happened this past week in the world of the WWE. Or did it? Now, we're going to do a quick recap of last week's SmackDown and Monday night's Raw before we talk about Mr. Dwayne Johnson and why I think he's made his return to the WWE.
And here we go.
All right, so we're going to start with SmackDown here. And we started off with Logan Paul announcing a partnership with his hydration drink Pride, with a partnership with the WWE as they displayed the logo on the middle of the mat. This will be at the upcoming WrestleMania and all premium live events going forward. This makes sense. This is the next step: marketing, licensing, and the whatnot. We also had AJ Styles, who flew across the world to screw LA Knight in Australia, do a pre-recorded promo and hasn't been in the same building since. Weird. Tiffany Stratton continues to shine as she has remained undefeated on SmackDown since being called up from NXT. She is now 5-0.
That's not bad. Not bad.
We had a promo from Bayley talking about damage control. There was a match with Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley. Okay, sure. But then with just under 30 minutes left, we come to the last segment. And this was going to be the big confrontation with Roman Reigns, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins. Well, it starts off with an 8-minute entrance from Roman Reigns, followed by a 7-minute entrance for The Rock. We then get Cody and Seth coming in together under Cody's song. Seth doesn't get his own entrance. That lasted about 3 minutes. Then we cut to commercial for another 3 minutes. So, with 6 minutes left in the show, they had a little dialogue regarding the Night 1 tag team where Cody and Seth accepted. Rock insulted Cody, and Cody slaps him. Cut then to your local news. Now, SmackDown is a 2-hour show. That's 120 minutes total. They do not go over or anything. So you figure about 15 minutes per hour. That leaves you with 90 minutes. So for this edition of SmackDown, there was only 63 minutes to get other stories and other characters to build toward their possible path to WrestleMania. And in the previous week, Rock and Roman by themselves ran a 40-minute promo at the beginning of the show, which actually lasted 10 minutes longer. So promos, storylines, even matches had to be shortened or completely scrubbed to cater to The Rock. Then we move over to Monday of this week, and we got some answers for WrestleMania matches. We know that Gunther is going to be facing Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami survived a gauntlet match where the last person there was Chad Gable. They did some vignettes earlier. Chad Gable had a really good story, but WWE went with box office over story, so Chad Gable got the Liv Morgan treatment. Speaking of Liv Morgan, as the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour appears to go on, she and Becky Lynch had a match. Liv had a clean loss in that match. There was no interference from anywhere. And then Rhea Ripley walks down the aisle to go speak to Becky Lynch in the ring. Liv Morgan, with no microphone, said, "I'm going to take everything you love. Everything you love will become mine. Everything." And frankly, they probably should have just stopped with that, because Becky's promo after that was awful. We've got to also announce that the Tag Team Championships will be defended by the Judgment Day in a 6-pack ladder match. 6 teams, 12 guys trying to fight with ladders for the Tag Team Championship.
Yikes!
We also had Jey Uso challenge his brother Jimmy for a match at WrestleMania. We had a sit-down with Cody Rhodes and Michael Cole, where, of course, everything starts off with talking about The Rock. And then by the end of the sit-down promo, Cody Rhodes is crying. You can insert your cry baby jokes right here. That's fine. But the show started off with a really good promo from Drew McIntyre saying that Seth Rollins is not focused on the match with him at WrestleMania for the World Championship. That he's completely focused on the Bloodline, and particularly The Rock.
Well, you're not wrong.
And why is that? Why is everything leading up to WrestleMania, why does it feel like an afterthought when compared to The Rock? And I can hear the Rock fans going, well, it's because it's The Rock. He's everything. He's a successful businessman. He's the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment.
Are you sure?
Let's take a look at that, shall we? Now, like other celebs, The Rock has his own line of alcohol. His personal choice for The Rock is, as he has said, The Rock loves tequila. Terramana Tequila is the brand created by The Rock. What, you've never heard of it? But it's The Rock. I mean, all joking aside, I provided a professional review of this product down in the description. But from my own experience being a bartender out here in Las Vegas, I go to a lot of local bars. None of them carry this product. None. I do have some friends that work on the Las Vegas Strip, and from what they have said, the price point, and this says it in the review as well, the price point is kind of the same as other high-end tequilas. It doesn't help that the bottling and the labeling makes it look a lot like other tequilas like Casamigos, as it shows right here. And frankly, my friends on the Las Vegas Strip said they barely move this product. The only way they can is by doing promotions where they practically have to give it away. Ouch. But, but he's the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment. Sports, huh? Okay. Did you know that The Rock's first love is not wrestling? No, it's football. Matter of fact, he was a defensive lineman at the University of Miami. Despite being benched at one point, he still expected a phone call for the 1995 draft to go to the NFL. That never came. Oh, by the way, the person who replaced The Rock at the University of Miami, that would be NFL Hall of Famer Warren Sapp. Now, it's no surprise that The Rock was a huge part of the promoting for the WWE-owned XFL. What's the XFL? It was a springtime football league, because those work really well, that was supposed to rival the NFL.
Seriously?
Now, his reasoning for wanting to be really on board with this was he felt that if this was around when he was playing, he would have given him the opportunity and he would have gone in to go to the NFL and fulfill his dream and this and that and oh.
Blah, 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 blah.
The XFL, known mostly for a guy on the Las Vegas Outlaws whose jersey said "He hate me," lasted only one season. It failed. But, as this article states here, The Rock got some backers and a nice TV deal with Disney, ESPN. And in 2023, The Rock-owned XFL, or whatever it's called, was back. How'd it do? It lost $60 million. Real electrifying, huh?
Nope.
But, he's the biggest box office star in Hollywood. Really? Really? You don't say. Well, if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you know how much I love box office numbers. So let's take a look, shall we?
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, we're going to look over the last 5 films that The Rock has done, going back all the way to 2018. So, we're going to start off, and again, same premises that I do for other box offices. So, here we go. We're going to start with 2018 film Skyscraper. Yeah, never heard of it. It had a box office gross of $304,858,121, which brought back to the studio a whopping $152,429,060. With a production budget of $125 million, marketing, it wasn't marketed very well. We're going to say about $75 million. Total price tag $200 million. That means Skyscraper lost about $48 million. We're going to move up to 2019 for the Fast and Furious spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw, which did a whole lot better than Skyscraper did. A box office gross of $760,732,926. Brought back to the studio, $380,366,463. Total price tag, a production budget of $200 million, marketing about $150 million for a $350 million price tag, which means we had a profit. Ooh, a profit of $31 million. Ooh, staggering. We're going to go to the sequel of the Jumanji film, which was in 2019. Again, this did better than the one before. $795,356,912. Brought back to the studio, $397,678,456. Had a rather low production budget, and they went dollar for dollar on this. So for a $125 million production budget, they marketed this thing very heavily. We're going to go dollar for dollar, $125 million, $250 million price tag for a profit of $147 million. Nice job. But now we come to 2021. The Jungle Cruise. Remember that? Nah, no one does. Box office gross, $210,469,803. Brought back to Disney, $105,234,902, with a production budget of $200 million, marketing $150 million, for a net loss of $244 million. And finally, the infamous Black Adam. Box office, $390,455,088. Brought back to the Warner Brothers, $195,227,544. Total price tag, $350 million, for a net loss of $155 million. So the total gross, $1,230,936,425 versus the total cost of these films, $1,550,000,000 for a net loss over The Rock's last 5 films. Loss of $269 million. And speaking of Black Adam, don't forget that The Rock, as shown in this article here, tried to position himself to take over DC Films, going over executives' heads and ultimately being shown the door by Warner Brothers. Not a great look, Rock. So, is The Rock really box office?
Yeah, not so much.
Final thoughts on this. The Rock, the Brahma Bull, is really full of Brahma bullshit. He didn't come back to the WWE because he loves the WWE. He loves professional wrestling, and he loves this business. Nah. The Rock came back to the WWE because he has nowhere left to go.
Damn.
But these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Check me out tonight. Legion Talk. Friday night's Royal Rumble, 7 p.m. Pacific, simulcasting from here as well. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up if you didn't like the video. Hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. I will see you guys all very soon. Hope you had a great week. Have a great weekend ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.
I'd say you better subscribe or we'll bash in some skulls, right, Cliff?